As the current COVID-19 pandemic situation continues to develop in Southeast Asia, that and long-standing issues have been mounting for the Indonesian national airline Garuda Indonesia. That and some scandals that have made national airlines only add to the current challenges that the airline is currently facing. Combined with the long-standing problems that have been leading up to the COVID-19 pandemic, some, including the airline's auditors, have been raising questions as to the future viability of the airline. To understand the current situation of Garuda Indonesia, we'll take a look at the operating statistics in 2020. By the end of 2020, the airline reportedly served just 10.8 million passengers, representing a 66% drop in passenger traffic compared to the 31.8 million passengers served in 2019. Faced with international travel restrictions, the international passenger traffic for the airline dropped by a staggering 81% for the airline, dropping the total number of international travelers served to less than 1 million by around 772,000. While the airline has been able to operate domestic flights within Indonesia, a key market for the carrier, Garuda saw a 70% drop in passenger traffic compared to the year prior. These sharp declines are carrying on into the present situation as the airline is reportedly operating at around 39.4% of its pre-pandemic capacity. Though it's also able to operate cargo flights, the airline is also operating at 76% of its cargo capacity compared to the prior to the pandemic. In turn, this has resulted in financial losses for the airline, with Garuda reporting a loss of around 35 trillion rupiah. Adding to the current situation, Garuda CEO Ifran Setiaputra reported that the airline is facing a debt of around 70 trillion rupiah. Besides reports from the airline, there has been some other data released related to the situation of the airline. During meetings regarding the airline situation in June by Indonesian lawmakers, the airline's debt continues to grow by around 1 trillion rupiah per month. With the bleak situation facing the airline, the government of Indonesia has been looking to build a rescue plan and develop the rehabilitation for the airline. It has been reported on local press that the airline is looking to get around $1 billion in funding from the government. This comes after previous pledges of government assistance by as much as 8 trillion rupiah, though this has been reduced to around 1 trillion rupiah due to the airline not meeting certain conditions for the release of the funds. Facing its operational and financial challenges, the auditors of the airline have been raising questions as to the future of the carrier and can it continue operations. While the full rehabilitation plan has not been released to the public yet, the airline has been taking steps to talk with its leasers, and among the other plans of the airline could be returning most of the grounded jets, as the airline is currently operating around 53 of its 142 aircraft. This process seems to be ongoing now, as the airline has already returned 2 Boeing 737-800s to leasers, and earlier in February it announced it would terminate the lease of the CRJ-1000s on its fleet. As Garuda Indonesia looks to cut its costs, the real challenges could be in the legal sphere, as the airline has been facing some legal challenges from leasers, among others. Following a default of a Islamic bond by the airline of around $500 million, a local cargo firm has taken the airline to court over unsettled payments. With the current situation, like many of its other counterparts, the airline could be heading to an inevitable bankruptcy filing in places where leasers are doing business with the airline. Its current situation has not been helped by the long-standing issues plus some scandals that have harmed the reputation of the airline in recent years. Similar to the situation of its other Southeast Asian counterparts, this is a developing story we should be watching closely, as Garuda Indonesia is a big part of the Indonesian aviation industry. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates in the aviation and travel scene in the Asia Pacific. Thank you for watching and have a great day.